are you? Welcome on my channel. I hope you are having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my Seaman life. Today I want to tell you about some bad stuff of the Seaman life. It's not always a good life like everybody thinks. Yeah, we go around the world and we make a lot of money and we meet a lot of girls, beautiful girls, but it's not always fun like that. Sometimes it's very, very busy. Like, for example, I will give you myself as an example. I signed on a Wednesday after about 15 hours of flight. I came to San Francisco, and after that the agent took me to the port of Stockton. So that's another, let's say, 3 hours. And after we arrived in the port, the ship was not there yet. So we had to wait another maybe 3 hours. And since the security is very tight inside the port, you are not allowed to just roam around. What is here? What is here? No, maybe somebody shoot you. So you have to sit put in the car. We just sit there. It was difficult because we don't have internet, we don't have anything. We are just foreigners, you know. We don't have SIM card to use in America. And we just sit there. Maybe I took a little bit of nap for 20 minutes. I don't remember. Yeah. And then the ship came, and I joined the actual vessel, I think about 1930, something like that, 2000, almost like that. The electrician that I had to replace was leaving the next day, so there was no time to waste. I had to ask him everything what he did in his 6 months of contract, what are the next jobs planned ahead, what are the spare parts that are supposed to come, and things like that. I know how it is when you are signing off. Your mind is already at home. Only your body stays on board, and you just want to tell the next guy something, blah blah blah, and you just want to send him away and make your luggage and go away. But you have to understand, from my point of view, being the new guy on board, I have to ask this guy everything he knows, everything that has to be done in the near future, because I'm here to earn money also. So I managed to keep him with me about, let's say, 3 hours, something like that, and he showed me almost everything. I was lucky enough to have been on this vessel before, so I apologize. I think there are some flies here. I have been on this vessel before, so I knew most of the things that have to be done here, and all the sensors and alarms where they are located, their physical location. And I think in the first night when I arrived, it was already maybe 1 o'clock at night, and of course there was no cabin for me because we are already too many crew on board. So I managed to find a key for the hospital, and I went there. Luckily the hospital was already clean, because the next day there was a vetting inspection, so I slept about 5 hours in a clean, sterilized room and everything was okay for me. The next day I had to wake up because there was a vetting inspection plan, so everything has to be ready, all the paperwork. Being the new guy, I have to double check what the previous guy has done. He was already gone from the vessel. He left very early in the morning. After I checked everything, the inspector came on board, I think about 10 a.m., 10 in the morning. And he went first to the captain's cabin, because that's the procedure. He checks the crew's paperwork and then the ship's paperwork, and then he is going on deck to check for everything, for deficiencies, and then he's going on the bridge, and he was planning to come in engine room at about 1600. But in the meantime, since I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, that does not mean that I can go sleep until 1600. No. Being the electrician, they can call me anytime on the bridge for the asking about the fire alarm, or on deck if the inspector wants to test the I'm sorry, if the inspector wants to test the lifeboat or the emergency generator. So I have to be on standby in engine room. At about 1600 he came in engine room, and the actual inspection lasted for about 2 hours, checking everything, the paperwork and the alarms and like that. And after that he went for a short dinner. So it was already 2000, 8 p.m. and after that the chief engineer was planning to take out the exhaust valve for the cylinder for the main engine, and this job could not be delayed because the next day we have to depart from the port, so we had to do this job. So about 8 p.m. we started doing this job, and we finished maybe, I think, 12 o'clock midnight, maybe 1 o'clock, something like that. And then I went for a quick dinner and a small shower, and I think it was already 2 o'clock in the morning. Friday, the next day, we had the maneuvering, departure from the port. They called me about 6 a.m., 6 in the morning. So I have to go there and check all the alarms for the steering gear. I have to check the emergency generator and some other stuff, which I will not bore you. Yeah, and the maneuvering in the river was about 8 hours. And after that maneuvering, we had bunkering and provision coming on board. So that lasted for another, let's say, 3 hours. So as you can see, as soon as I stepped on board, the next 3 days I was very, very busy. And this is my 3rd day now. And no, this is my 4th day, sorry. This is my 4th day. And starting now, they are doing tank cleaning for the next 5 days. Even though we are having the next voyage is 3 weeks until Korea, so we are going across the Pacific Ocean. They want to do the tank cleaning now because the weather is still okay. I understand that starting tomorrow maybe it will be rough. We are passing through 3 cyclones and it will be very rough weather. So they are trying to finish with the tank cleaning, but anyway it will last for 5 days, and I have to be there because they are using the boiler, and they will be using steam, and also they will use humidifier to dry the tanks. So as an electrician I have to be there to be sure that these equipments are working properly. And then I have my work day, of course. So that's 3 days since I signed on, and another 5 days. 8 days in total since I signed on. I will be very, very busy. So that is the point of this vlog for today, to tell you that sometimes as soon as you come on board, you will be very, very busy. So you do not have to you do not have to be jealous of the seaman because they are traveling and they are making a lot of money. Yes, that is true, but not always. Sometimes it's busy like this. The reason for my channel, the reason why I started this YouTube channel, is to show you the seaman life as it is. The good things, also the bad things, because this is what I wish I would have seen on YouTube or whatever, on another channel 12 years ago when I started being a seaman. I wish there was a channel like this to show me how the life is on board before I actually go there. So this is for the future cadets, if you are going on board the ship in the near future, or you are just curious about the seaman life and you are wondering how it is. So this is one of the times that it is not so good. But after these 8 days, I hope that will be a normal day work, like 8 to 5, and whatever comes. I do not worry about this. I hope I made it clear for you. I hope I showed you, I told you everything that you need to know. If you have any questions or you want to ask me anything, you just leave a comment. I read all the comments. No bullshit, please. Anybody that comes with hate or any other stuff like that, I will just remove you from the channel. I make a lot of money at sea, like everybody knows, seamen make a lot of money. So I did not start YouTube to make any money. This is just to show you the seaman life, that's it. I do not care about followers or making any profit on YouTube. I don't care about that. So please just leave a comment if you like it. If you want to ask me something, if I was not clear about something, I apologize for my English level. I'm still learning. I know it is not perfect. I'm trying to become better and better every day. I hope I showed you everything that you need to know. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time on my channel. Have a nice day.